So our low-res photo went from this to this. Now, while I love Photoshop, you may not care if these are the results that you were expecting. But I have to be honest, and I wanted to show you these results because there is probably a setting inside of Photoshop that you're not even using. We'll look at that first, but I'm also going to share a secret alternative a little later that not too many people know about that could make this whole process a ton easier. Let's jump into Photoshop. Before we go any further, I need to make sure that Photoshop is set up. So let's go under Settings and down to Technology Previews. Now there is a checkbox right up here at the top, Enable Preserve Details. That's got to be turned on. And we'll just say OK. Next, I'm going to duplicate this canvas just so that we can have a comparison at the end. So I'll go to Image and Duplicate, and now we're ready to go. So let's jump over to Image, Image Size, and now we've got this dialog box. Now I want to make sure that I change this to pixels because it might get a little confusing otherwise. Next, I'm going to crank up the resolution, and I'm going to go with 300 at the start, but I want to make sure that my largest size on either side is above 3000, just for this example. So 400 works. And then next, I want to make sure that I have Preserve Details 2.0 selected. If you don't see that, then you need to go back and make sure that is turned on. So I'll zoom in a little bit, and I also have this little slider down at the bottom, Reduce Noise, which does a pretty good job of kind of softening, but the more that you increase this slider, the more it is going to soften the picture, and we're going to lose a little bit of detail. So this is to your taste. I'm going to put this around 40. That should work for us. And I'll go ahead and say OK. So Photoshop's done a pretty good job at scaling this up and using a little bit of the AI that's built in. But let's do one more thing. I'm going to duplicate our layer and then go up to Filter, down at the bottom to Other, and then High Pass. Now this is a powerful filter that we are going to apply. But basically, we just want to go where there's a little bit of detail that we're seeing that we can apply. This is going to help sharpen up the image with this little filter. So next, I'm going to change the blend mode to overlay. And you can see with and without, it gives it just that little bit of texture that we're looking for. If it's too strong of a filter for you, which it can be, you can always go over to Fill and adjust the slider to whatever you need. So when we compare our two images side by side, we can see our original pixelated image and then the upscaled version inside of Photoshop. And I have to say, inside of Photoshop, this is a pretty good job. But what if there was another way outside of Photoshop to get even better results? So open up a browser and let's go to dgb.lol. Okay, I have no idea what's going on with the name. Just click on Tools and then go to AI Image Upscaler. Here you can just drag your image right into the upload window. And then I'm going to select Balanced. There's a lot of different options here to upscale, but I'll just stick with Balanced. That seems to be the best results for me. Since this is a free site, you're going to be dropped into a queue, and there we go. 52 minutes. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, the queue is done. I've downloaded the image and brought it into Photoshop. And wow, look at these results here. Let's do a side-by-side comparison on all three. These are truly some fascinating results. So our original image, our image upscaled inside of Photoshop, it does a really good job. We added that high pass filter and of course our secret alternative outside of Photoshop, but we're able to bring that in and look at all three of these side by side. Hey, congratulations, you've actually got a couple of alternatives that you can use whenever you need to upscale your image. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.